Hi everyone, this is going to be the reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of April 2022. This can apply if you're a Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars as well as North Node. So be sure to check out the other signs in case this reading does not resonate with you. I would like to mention that this is a general reading, so not all the messages may resonate. So do take what resonates and leave out the rest. I am taking bookings right now for personal readings, so if you'd like to contact me for a natal chart reading, like a birth chart analysis, or if you want to contact me for a relationship compatibility or even tarot, you can drop me a message on Facebook or email. Both the links are in the description box below, so you can contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So let's get started, Virgo. I'm going to pull out a couple of more cards and then we'll start the reading. Just one or two more cards and then we'll start. Interesting. I'm using the Druid Tarot deck today, which I find is very intuitive. I get a lot of hidden messages from it, so I like using it every now and then. Although I usually stick to the Rider-Waite deck generally. Okay, so let's start with your reading, Virgo. I'm gonna let you know the cards that I'm getting. The first one is the Four of Swords. The second one is the Lady. The next one is the King of Cups. The next is the Ace of Swords. And the next is the Five of Pentacles. What I find really interesting right off the bat in this reading, Virgo, is that all the cards have come up in the upright position. None of them are reversals, which tells me that you are in a forward moving path right now. You're not looking back at the past anymore. You may have done that in the past, but right now you are very, very focused on the future. So let's look at the cards we're getting. The first one is the Four of Swords. A lot of you are taking the time right now to contemplate about your future. Be very strategic about what you want to do with your life moving forward. Now, the Four of Swords is interesting because you have the Three of Swords, right? And you have one sword that's with the person. Now, the Three of Swords in tarot represents heartache, represents heartbreak, represents some kind of betrayal. Really going through a lot of hurt and betrayal. So, a lot of you may have gone through that in the recent past. And I don't think that's your energy right now, but you are definitely using that past experience as a lesson for yourself to move forward in the future. And I feel like right now you're using this time in the month of April to be very strategic about what you want and what you want to do with your life, how you want to move forward. And so you are in this stage of contemplation and thinking. You're spending a lot of time being introspective, which is good because the Hermit is your card, Virgo. So you are in that energy of being very introspective and self-reflective and taking the time to ensure that whatever decisions you make in the future are the right ones. So that's the energy for you right now. The next card I'm getting is the Lady, which is synonymous with the Empress card in the Rider-Waite deck. Now the Lady is somebody who is very, very fertile, quite literally, like some of you may be pregnant or some of you may be welcoming a new child into the family or adopting, or you're just adding someone new into the family or thinking about extending the family. But the Lady is also about being very fertile when it comes to having a very rich imagination, like anything is possible. So it's very rich in manifestation. When you start imagining things, when your imagination is rich and fertile, you can make anything happen because it all starts with your mind and your mind power and the way you think. So the Lady is also somebody who does not let the 3D world or the real world limitations from stopping her. She knows what she wants, and when I say she or he, this is not gender specific. This is feminine and masculine energies, So it does not have to do with biological gender. It's the energy that I'm talking about. So she's somebody who is very, very who just knows that when she believes in something or when she wants to make something happen, it all starts with her mind. So she's very conscious about her thinking and what thoughts she's putting out into her reality. And she makes things happen not in the masculine way where it's about going out and making things happen. This is doing it in a very feminine way, by way of creating something through a fertile imagination, through having a very rich imagination where you believe anything is possible. And a lot of you may be drawing up vision boards, a lot of you may be having like an image of what your future needs to look like. So the Four of Swords combined with the Lady tells me that you are in a very strategic stage in your life right now, where you are mapping out things, where you're envisioning a life for yourself. You want things a certain way. You have a very rich imagination. So you have a vision of your life in the future. And so you are trying to attract that towards yourself through the power of imagination. I think it was Picasso who said that anything you believe is possible, right? So I think that's your energy right now in the month of Virgo. A lot of you are in that space of zero limitations, like it's all possible for you. And you want it all, which is good. Like that's how life should be. You should want the best. The next card that I'm getting is the King of Cups. Now, this is an energy of Scorpio, typically in the tarot. But this is the energy of somebody who is very content in themselves, because cups are about emotions, cups are about feel-good energy. So this is somebody who is very grounded, who's been through life, who's been through it all, and they're sitting back and relaxing on their throne. They're enjoying the moment. It's kind of like Nine of Cups energy, but this is King energy. So this is somebody who has achieved a lot in life. So Virgo, I feel like you're getting there. I feel like a lot of you are at this stage where you may have achieved a lot in life, and you want to just sit back and enjoy the merits of your success. And you are in a very happy space right now. I don't think you're actively going out there and looking for something. You are basically attracting it to yourself, So that's the energy I'm getting from this card. This is also the energy of comfort, having a safe place to be in, whether that's your home or your own space or just your own self. I feel like a lot of you are comfortable right now in your own skin, which is a very powerful place to be in. The next card I'm getting is the Ace of Swords. Now the Ace of Swords is about being able to conquer something after a period of hardship and struggle. This is about coming up on top, being a survivor and then a thriver. I think that's your energy right now, Virgo, in the month of April. You have beat the odds, whatever that was in your life. You have been through quite a difficult time in the recent past, and now you're coming up on top. Like you've passed with flying colors. You've passed the test, whatever it was, and you're here to shine. And the universe. So your life in the recent past may have felt a little bit barren, a little bit out of sorts. You may have been in this phase where you felt like nothing was really moving forward. A lot of things were in limbo. You may have felt like things were not really looking up, not really shaping up, and you may have felt quite dejected in the recent past. But right now, you have accomplished something. You have beat the odds and you are coming up on top. Like that's the energy of being very victorious, conquering something. You finally come out the other side. That's the energy that I'm getting from this card, and that's why there's no turning back, and that's why none of the cards have come up as a reversal. You're not looking back anymore, because whatever stage you had to cross, whatever path you had to complete, you've already done that, and you're moving forward into the next stage of your life. The next card I'm getting is the Five of Pentacles. Now this is the energy of, it can be a couple of things. So one is, it can be the energy of self-deception, because in this card, in the Druid Tarot deck, and I look at the cards intuitively, I don't look at it from the traditional meaning. In this card, the lady has her hands over her eyes, so she's covering her eyes and she's refusing to look at what's happening in front of her, which is basically an animal, basically a predator trying to capture a prey. you know, that's what's happening on this card. So she's not looking at it. So some of you may not be looking at a situation for exactly what it is. I'm not trying to say that somebody is a predator or somebody is a prey, but a lot of you may not be looking at a situation with a realistic pair of eyes. You may not be, you may not be very honest with yourself when it comes to understanding what is exactly happening in the situation. So a lot of you may be having a sort of fantasy or an illusion about a certain situation in your life. Now that could be a relationship, that could be a job opportunity, that could be a business opportunity, but whatever it is, a lot of you are in that space where you don't want to deal with it or you don't want to confront it, and that can be a little bit scary, because if you're not ready to face that, you can do a lot of damage to yourself. So that's why I think it's important to see things for what they are and not put the blinders on. And it may hurt a little bit, but it's going to save you a lot of heartache in the future. So those are your overall messages, Virgo, for the month of April. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. And if you resonated with this reading, do drop in a comment. I love reading your comments and interacting with you. And if you'd like to drop in, if you'd like to book a reading with me, do send a message on Facebook or email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.